Hello and welcome back to my channel. People don't tell you when they lose respect for you, they just act differently. One day you feel warm. People listen to you. They ask for your ideas. They smile when you talk. The next day, something feels off. You cannot name it. You just feel cold. You feel small. You feel alone in a room full of people. But no one says anything. That is how respect leaves. It leaves quietly. Let me tell you about Mike. Mike is a kind man. He lives in a small city. He works in an office. He has many friends. In the beginning, people like Mike a lot. They call him. They invite him to lunch. In meetings, they wait for his turn to speak. When Mike talks, the room gets quiet. People nod their heads. They say, "Good point, Mike." His boss trusts him. His friends feel safe with him. Mike feels good. He feels strong. He feels seen. He thinks, this is how life should be. He smiles more. He helps more. He says yes more. He wants to keep the good feeling. So he works harder to make people happy. He does not know that this is the start of the problem. Slowly, small things change. At first, it is just one time. Mike is talking in a meeting. A new guy, Tom, cuts in. Tom starts to talk over Mike. No one says, "Let Mike finish." Mike stops talking. He smiles. He thinks, it is okay. Maybe Tom is excited. The meeting goes on. The next week, it happens again. Now it is two people. They talk while Mike is talking. Mike feels a little bad. But he says nothing. He wants to be nice. He does not want to cause trouble. After the meeting, his friend Sarah does not ask what he thinks. Before, she always asked. Now she talks to Tom. Mike feels strange. He goes home and thinks about it. He asks himself, did I do something wrong? He cannot find an answer. So he decides to be even nicer. He decides to help more. Then it gets worse. Mike shares an idea with the team. He worked all night on it. He feels proud. He stands up and speaks. One person looks at their phone. Another person starts a small joke with Tom. The room does not feel quiet now. The room feels busy. Mike finishes his talk fast. No one asks questions. No one says, "Good point, Mike." His boss just says, "Okay, thanks." Then the boss looks at Tom. "What do you think, Tom?" Mike sits down. His face feels hot. His hands feel cold. He does not understand. Last month, they listened. Now, they do not. He wants to ask why. But he is afraid. He thinks, if I ask, they will like me less. So he stays quiet. He smiles again. He says to himself, be calm. Be cool. It will get better. At home, it is the same. His old friend, Jake, used to call him for advice. Jake would say, "Mike, you are smart. What should I do?" Now Jake calls, but only when his car breaks down. Or when he needs money. Jake talks fast. He does not ask how Mike is. When Mike starts to talk about his day, Jake says, "Oh, I have to go. Talk later." Then Jake hangs up. Mike looks at his phone. He feels used. He feels empty. He remembers when Jake would listen for an hour. Now, Jake has no time. Mike thinks, maybe I am boring now. He starts to talk less about himself. He starts to listen more to Jake. He hopes Jake will stay. But Jake calls less and less. With his family, it is small too. His sister used to ask him to join dinner. Now she forgets to invite him. When he comes, she makes jokes about him. She says, "Mike is too nice. You can ask him for anything." People laugh. Mike laughs too. But inside, it hurts. He feels like a joke. He does not want to be a joke. But he does not say, "Stop." He thinks, if I get mad, they will not love me. So he lets it go. One time becomes 2 times. 2 times become every time. Now, when he walks into the room, people feel free to joke about him. They do not feel free to joke about Tom. Mike sees this. It makes his chest tight. Mike starts to reply to messages very fast. If his boss sends a text at 9 p.m., Mike answers at 9:01 p.m. He thinks, if I answer fast, they will see I care. If a friend needs help moving, Mike is the first to say yes. Even when he is tired. Even when he has plans. He cancels his plans. He thinks, good friends do this. He believes that if he is always there, people will love him more. But the opposite happens. People start to think Mike has no life. They think his time is not important. So they start to call him late. They cancel on him. They say, Mike will understand. He is easy. And Mike does understand. He always does. That is the problem. He also explains himself a lot. Too much. If he cannot come to a party, he writes a long message. He says sorry 5 times. He gives 3 reasons. He says, I hope you are not mad. Please tell me you are not mad. The other person just writes, K. Mike reads the K and feels sick. He thinks, they are mad. I should explain more. So he sends another message. The other person does not reply. Now Mike checks his phone every 5 minutes. He cannot sleep. He thinks, why did I say that? Why did I say it like that? He plays the talk in his head again and again. This is overthinking. It makes him tired. It makes him weak. And people can feel it. They can feel when you are not strong inside. Let me tell you why this happens. Let me say it simple. Respect is like a door. You teach people how to open your door. If you always leave the door open, people walk in with dirty shoes. They do not ask. They do not clean up. Why? Because you let them. The first reason people lose respect for you is this: you try too hard to please. You say yes when you want to say no. You smile when you want to cry. You give when you are empty. People see this. They think, he will do anything to be liked. And when someone will do anything, people stop seeing their value. They see a tool. Tools are used. They are not respected. The second reason is you are always available. You answer at midnight. You cancel your plans for them. You have no time that is just for you. When you are always free, your time looks cheap. Think about water. If water is everywhere, we do not save it. If water is hard to find, we keep every drop. Your time is like water. If you give all of it, people will not save it. They will spill it. They will waste it. And then they will ask for more. Because you taught them that your time costs nothing. The third reason is you do not set boundaries. A boundary is a line. It says, this is okay. This is not okay. Mike had no lines. When Tom cut him off, Mike said nothing. That told Tom, you can do this again. When Jake only called for help, Mike still helped. That told Jake, Mike is here to help, not to be a friend. When his sister joked, Mike laughed. That told her, your joke is fine. People learn from what you allow. If you allow small bad things, big bad things will come. Not because people are evil, but because people test lines. If there is no line, they keep walking. The fourth reason is you seek approval. You want people to clap for you. You want them to say, you are good. So you change your words to make them happy. You change your clothes. You change your plans. You become a mirror. A mirror shows what is in front of it. But a mirror has no face of its own. When you live for approval, you lose your face. You lose yourself. And people cannot respect a person who is not there. They can like a mirror. But they do not respect it. They use it. Then they leave it. The fifth reason is you over-explain. You talk too much when you say no. You say sorry when you did nothing wrong. You tell a long story to make people understand you. But strong people say less. They say, I cannot come. Full stop. They do not give 5 reasons. When you explain too much, it looks like fear. It looks like you think your no is not enough. So you add words to make it soft. But too many soft words make you look weak. And people respect strength. Not loud strength. Quiet strength. The strength to say little and mean it. The sixth reason is you accept. Disrespect silently. Someone is late for you. You say, it's okay. But it is the 3rd time. Someone jokes about you. You fake a smile. Someone takes your idea in a meeting. You say nothing. Every time you stay silent, you teach a lesson. The lesson is, you can treat me this way. You may think you are being kind. You may think you are keeping peace. But peace without respect is not peace. It is just quiet fear. And fear grows. It grows in you, and it grows in how people see you. Now let's look at real life. Think about a friend. Let's call her Anna. At first, you call Anna for everything. You ask her advice. You trust her words. You feel safe with her. Then Anna starts to change. She always says yes to everyone. She cancels plans with you to help others. She never says no. One day, you need to talk. You are sad. You call Anna. She says, "Can I call you later? I am helping Mark move." You say okay. She never calls back. Next week, you invite her to coffee. She comes, but she is on her phone. She answers messages. She is not with you. You start to feel, Anna does not value our time. You do not tell her. You just feel it. Slowly, you stop calling her for big things. You still like her. But you do not respect her time. Because she does not respect her own time. Do you see? You did not plan to lose respect. It just happened. Little by little. Or think about work. You have a colleague, Ben. Ben is smart. In the beginning, the team listens to Ben. Then Ben starts to say yes to every task. Even tasks that are not his. He works late. He fixes other people's mistakes. He never says, "This is not my job." At first, people say, "Ben is great." Then they start to give him all the hard work. They stop asking him for ideas. They only ask him to do things. In meetings, they cut him off. Because they think, Ben is here to work, not to lead. Ben feels sad. He works more. But the more he works, the less they listen. Because they see him as a helper, not a leader. Helpers are good. But leaders are respected. Ben lost his leader voice because he never used the word no. And here is the one that hurts most. People only call when they need something. You know this feeling. Your phone rings. You feel happy. You think, someone wants to talk to me. Then you hear, "Hey, can you help me with my resume?" Or, "Can you give me a ride?" You help. You feel good for 10 minutes. Then they go. They do not ask about you. They do not say thanks next week. They only come when there is a need. After a while, you feel like a store. People come in, take what they want, and leave. A store is useful. But no one respects a store. They respect the owner. But if you act like the store is always open, with no price, people will not respect the owner. They will just take. All of this makes you feel bad inside. First, you feel confusion. You ask, what changed? I am the same person. You look at old photos. You were smiling. People were close. Now people are far. But you did nothing big. So you feel lost. Then comes self-doubt. You think, maybe I am not smart. Maybe I am boring. Maybe I talk too much. Maybe I talk too little. Your mind picks every small thing. You start to change your hair. You change your jokes. You try to be like Tom, because people like Tom. But it feels fake. And people feel it too. So they pull away more. Then comes overthinking. You leave a party and think for 3 hours. Why did Sarah look at me like that? Why did my boss not say goodbye? Did I say something wrong? Your brain makes a movie. In the movie, you are always the bad guy. You do not sleep well. You wake up tired. You go to work tired. You make small mistakes. Then you say sorry a lot. And the cycle goes on. The more you overthink, the less calm you are. The less calm you are, the less people feel safe with you. The less safe they feel, the less they respect you. It is a circle. A sad circle. And the worst part? You try harder. You think, if I am nicer, they will come back. So you give more. You say yes faster. You reply faster. You laugh louder at their jokes. You bring food to the office. You offer to pay for coffee. But it does not work. It makes it worse. Because now you look desperate. People can feel desperation. It does not smell good. It pushes people away. Respect does not come from giving more. Respect comes from giving less, but giving it with value. A diamond is small. But it costs a lot. Because it is rare. If you are always there, you are not rare. You are sand. Sand is everywhere. No one saves sand. Then one day, Mike is alone in his car. It is raining. He is sitting in a parking lot. He just left a meeting. Tom talked over him again. His boss said nothing. Mike feels a tear on his face. He is not crying loud. It is just one tear. He wipes it. He looks at himself in the mirror. He looks tired. He looks old. He is only 32. But his eyes look 50. He asks himself, when did I become this person? He thinks about the last year. He sees it now. He sees the pattern. He sees all the yeses. All the silence. All the fake smiles. And he feels a new thing. Not sadness. Not anger. He feels clear. Like the rain washed his eyes. He says it out loud. He says, respect is not asked, it is shown through how you allow others to treat you. He says it again. Slow. Respect is not asked. He thinks about that. He never asked for respect with words. But he also never showed it with actions. He let people cut him off. He let people use him. He let people joke. He taught them how to treat him. And they learned the lesson well. Now he must teach a new lesson. He feels afraid. But he also feels strong. For the first time in a long time. So Mike starts small. The next day, Tom cuts him off in a meeting. Mike does not smile. He waits for Tom to take a breath. Then Mike says, "Calm, Tom, I was not finished." His voice is not loud. It is not mean. It is clear. The room gets quiet. Tom looks surprised. The boss looks up. Mike finishes his point. He sits down. His heart is beating fast. But he did it. No one says anything bad. The world does not end. In fact, the boss nods. The boss says, "Good point, Mike." Just like before. Mike feels a small light in his chest. Then Jake calls. "Hey man, I need help moving Saturday." Mike takes a breath. Old Mike would say yes fast. New Mike says, "I cannot Saturday. I have plans." He does not explain. He does not say sorry 5 times. He just says it. There is silence. Jake says, "Oh. Okay." Mike waits. He thinks Jake will be mad. But Jake says, "No problem. Maybe next time. How are you, by the way?" Mike almost drops the phone. Jake asked how he is. Because Mike said no. Because Mike showed his time has value. Mike talks for 5 minutes. He feels real. He feels seen. His sister jokes at dinner. Mike is too nice. He will do the dishes. People laugh. Old Mike would laugh too. New Mike smiles, but he says, "I did them last time. It's your turn." He says it easy. No anger. Just fact. The room is quiet for 1 second. Then his sister says, "You're right. I got it." She does the dishes. No fight. No drama. Just a new line. A new boundary. And the air feels clean. Mike learns slow. He learns that respect starts inside. If you do not respect your time, no one else will. If you do not respect your words, no one else will. If you do not respect your heart, no one else will. People watch you. They learn from you. You are the teacher of how to treat you. That is the truth. It is not easy. It is not fast. But it is clear. So here is the simple advice. Speak less. Do not fill silence with extra words. Say what you mean. Then stop. Let your words stand. Second, set boundaries. A boundary is not a wall. It is a door with a lock. You choose when to open it. If someone is late, say, "My time is important. Please be on time next time." Say it calm. Say it once. Third, value yourself. Make time for you. Go to the gym. Read a book. Say no to things that drain you. When you value you, people feel it. They stand up straighter around you. They listen more. They do not know why. But you know why. Because you changed the lesson. You do not need to be mean. You do not need to be loud. You just need to be real. Real is rare. Real is respected. You do not chase respect. You build it. You build it with every small no. With every calm word. With every time you choose you. And slowly, people act differently. They stop cutting you off. They ask your opinion. They reply with care. Not because you asked, but because you showed them how. So if you feel like Mike, start today. Start small. Say one no. Finish one sentence. Take 1 hour for you. Watch what happens. It will feel scary. But then it will feel good. Then it will feel normal. Then it will feel like you. And you will remember who you were before you tried so hard. You were enough then. You are enough now. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps your English too. If you felt something in your heart today, that is good. That means you are awake. Stay awake. Stay real. Stay you. Subscribe to the channel for more English learning stories.